Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sponsored by Sea Dogs Brewing Company, Recovery CBD, Maine Military Supply, Jocko Fuel, and Seasons Lounge and Event Center, the official after party for New England Fight 62. This bout is sanctioned by the Combat Sports Authority of Maine. Our three judges at ringside are Scott Mellon, Matt Calling, and Bill McKinnon. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, John English. And now, live on Combat Sports Now at the Cross Insurance Center, right here in Bangor, Maine. The action starts right now. 5 rounds for the NEF Vacant Bantamweight Championship. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, this mixed martial artist holds a perfect professional record. 3 victories, no defeats, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighed 134.4 pounds, fighting out of Turin, New York. Here is Tim Fargo. And his opponent fighting out of the right corner. This mixed martial artist also holds a professional record, undefeated, 2 wins, no losses, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighed 134.6 pounds, fighting out of New Durham, New Hampshire, presenting the former New England Fights Bantamweight Amateur Champion. Here is Nick Eldridge.
Impressive jump spin.
For the first time since New England Fights 14,
All right, listen,
September
you were given
6th.
the rules earlier tonight. I expect you to protect yourself at all times, obey my commands, and fight within the rules that you were given. Tap gloves now if you want to do it. Come out swinging.
My apologies to Mr. English. But for the first time since New England Fights 14, September 6, 2014, Paul Gorman winning that one, or actually losing that one to Tim Goodwin. It was a unanimous decision victory for Tim Goodwin. That was the last time the Bantamweight Championship has been competed for in the New England Fights, and one of these two gentlemen will join the fray.
Heavy pressure taking Nick right down to the floor.
Well, this is a fight card named Stars of War, but I think it could honestly be called Stars of the Future too, and both of these are fighters are stars of the future of mixed martial arts.
Absolutely, man. This is a highly competitive fight in a battle of skill sets. Nick has great grappling, great pressure, unorthodox striking, but it's great because he gets off the center line and he applies his wrestling and his takedowns.
Both very strong grappling, good wrestling as well too. So you imagine this is going to be primarily on the mat, just depending on who has the upper hand. Though Fargo has shown some good punching ability, and so has Eldridge.
Yeah, Tim, this is what we've really seen from Tim when it comes to him being in NEF. He had that one guillotine finish with Teddy Politis in his last fight. You go back into his amateur career, and he had one finish.
Yep.
And he lost his last 3. And he started out 8-0 as an amateur. So, again, good start to his pro career with having that finish over Ted. And he had an arm triangle with Nate as well.
Yep. Back in his
first fight. So he's done good. He's turned it around. He's looking for the finish more. Yeah. Good skill set.
Long trek from New York too, and it's not just just a short trip. It's upstate New York that he has to come from. But he makes the trek every single time. Now his 4th time fighting for New England Fights.
Like to see Nick get a foot on a hip, maybe create some space, get back. Oh, looking for an armbar? Looking for a triangle?
I think he's going for that armbar.
See from this vantage point here too, but Fargo is still calm, cool, and collected. Fans in attendance kind of just waiting with bated breath Eldridge definitely the fan favorite, though Fargo has his fans in New England fights. Any danger that Fargo may have been in seems to have evaporated here at this point. The main event, scheduled for 5 rounds, should we get that far.
Nice. Nick looking to take the back. Like to see some head positioning here. Underneath. Yeah, there it is.
Nick Eldridge out of Nostos MMA. Gym full of killers, as we've seen too, has emerged as one of the premier gyms that continuously fight in New England fights.
Like to see him replace his head with a forearm frame, pull him right into a knee right up the middle.
The body, yeah.
So this would go back to what we saw with Gunter too, just trying to stretch out his opposition and just use
Exactly.
that advantage.
Yeah, because I mean, again, it's like if you can get your opponent's face turning the opposite way of their body looking, their body becomes weak, and it will flatten out. It'll elongate, which makes it so much easier to change levels, take your opponent down, do whatever you need.
Going in on those legs.
Yes,
Nice
there
sprawl
it
there
is.
by Nick.
Oh, good knee up the middle by Nick. Another one.
Seems like both fighters are pretty evenly strength here in the clinch.
And this is where that head positioning wins the battle. And Nick is doing it right now off of his back, which is going to make it hard. Now he's got a forearm frame in, right? It's going to make it hard for Tim to close that distance, change levels. He's going to make him want to change levels because he does not want to eat that frame.
That just goes into great coaching too, and understanding and watching tape too. And sometimes it doesn't feel like mixed martial artists watch as much tape as they could because it's such a benefit. Everything's available now online.
Man, I am such a student of the game. You wouldn't believe how much notebooks.
Yeah.
Notebooks. I mean, everybody with the amount of social media and video footage out there today, anybody can be very studious and break down videos and whatnot. But, yeah.
Good knee there from Eldridge, too, just trying to wear down Fargo. And that's what this 5-minute round has been.
Yes.
It's about trying to drain as much gas out of the tank here in the first round with 4 still left to go.
And Nick stuffed one of his takedowns, so let's note that because the impact on that against him could pay dividends, right? And he just stopped another
Nice knee
takedown.
again.
That's number 2.
Good flurry to end round number 1.
Now look at the body language of these two fighters.
Eldridge,
2 takedowns were just stuffed. Look at the body language.
a couple heavy breaths, but then a nice outburst there and a primal scream from Nick Eldridge. He seems to be okay.
That was a good positive ending for Nick in round 1, especially where he got taken down right off the rip. He landed one good kick and got taken down. A lot of control was had there from Tim. Nick got up, worked his way up off the cage, worked his frames, worked his head positioning, and look what happened. He started changing the pace and the momentum of the fight and started swinging in his direction, making Tim, what happened?
Yeah.
Panic wrestle, right?
Is there anything, too, about fighting this late into a card? Main event, it's a lot of time to wait, too. We're talking about on the East Coast, 10:30 right now. These guys have been
Absolutely.
here probably since at least 4:30.
I fought down in Mass, man, and granted, there was 3 hospital rides taken. Now, mind you, they have 1 ambulance at the promotion, right? There was 3 ambulance rides. I ended up not fighting until about 11:30. It was terrible.
Front kick down the middle for Nick Eldridge here to start round number 2.
We are underway with the action. Want to remind you, though, Maine Military Supply is where gear meets grit, located outside of Bangor and Holden, Maine, stocked with everything for survival tools from everyday care. Maine Military.
Oh, big overhand right by Tim.
Underway in round number 2. Again, scheduled for 5 rounds. Fargo out of Ultimate Athletics in Syracuse, New York,
Another
based out of
overhand
Turin. Eldridge, again, out of Nostos MMA in southern Maine, New Hampshire area, right on the border. What a night it has been. 3rd of May, may the 4th be with you tomorrow.
Oh, Tim's catching him with some big shots.
Oh,
Nice
takedown.
takedown.
Nice body lock takedown there by Nick.
Now, that will change the complexion of this fight. That right there. Against somebody who is as heavy wrestling as Tim has, sometimes taking somebody down of that nature is gonna change their mentality. Nice knees by Nick. Nice knees.
He looks like such a veteran, too. I know he's got a pretty prolific amateur
Oh,
career.
looking
but,
to take the back
Yes.
for that rear naked choke. Can he get his hooks in?
but this doesn't look like the third professional fight for a guy of Nick
No.
Eldridge's caliber.
Nick has a body lock in
Yep.
right now.
Yep, and he's going for that. Looks like he has one hand up underneath the chin of Tim.
Let's go.
Tim Fargo has never been submitted, even through his amateur career. Can Nick Eldridge
Looking
do
like
something no one else has done?
Looking like a face crank right now, like a chin crank. He let go. Looking for that inside wrist control. Sitting a little higher than I would like, and his body lock isn't really secured. As we can see, it's at the top of the foot, and it looks like it's about to break free here.
I think he has that up underneath, secured, looking for that rear naked choke.
Oh, you can see the face of Eldridge. He wants this so bad.
Hip in, hip in. Archer
that
back and hip
squeeze.
in.
Good job at Tim Fargo fighting off that choke.
And this could also go back to what we were talking about earlier, holding on to a submission too long. But we don't know exactly. We're not really getting a good angle on what position his elbow is at in regards to the choke, and he let
Looks like
go.
he let it go.
Good
Punches come
job.
down.
Keep that body lock in. Beat him up and make him pay.
John English trying to get a
going
better
back
angle.
up underneath again
your
for that
hooks in.
choke.
No matter what, this is just draining all energy out of Tim Fargo.
And Tim, one thing Tim does have going for him right now is he is facing his corner. Literally facing his corner. So I've been in the locker room with those guys. They're kind of laid back and calm, which is plays into Tim's personality, I would say, because let's be real, like you said, I mean, he's not a man of many words.
But he does have some great acumen inside the cage, though. In some trouble right now.
Yep, stretch him out, break him down.
Those might not be the most powerful shots, but they add up quick.
I like to see him. Yep.
Eldridge doing a good job, too, making sure he doesn't hit the back of the head.
Underneath the elbow, underneath the armpits, and flatten him out. Oh, he's looking for the finish. Yeah, see, underneath the armpits.
Fargo was trying to stand up and then just drop him, but I don't think he's got enough energy.
He's high. Oh, he's good. Sit back, settle back, settle back.
Just over 60 seconds left to go in round number 2. Can
Lot
Tim
of
Fargo
good
survive?
control here by Nick on the back.
There he goes, looking for the rear naked again. Nope. He's threatening it. He's setting it up. He's hitting him with small pop shots.
Yep. Oh, flattens him out
There
here.
it is.
Under 60 seconds
There
to go.
it is.
I think Tim Fargo's covering up here.
The corner of Fargo definitely showing some worry. That last shot we had, too, they had their hands over their head, just very scared.
Flatten him out again. He's sitting a little high. Sitting high. Yes, there you go. Readjust. Seatbelt
Nice
grip.
elbows.
Short elbows. Beautiful work by Nick Eldridge here.
Watch the back of the head.
Yeah, watch the back.
Yep, he abandons the elbows for that very reason.
See right here. Position. Position. He has his back right here, but it's favorable. Oh, he's flattening him out
Was
again.
that the 10-second?
There you go. Nice. Good
10
job.
seconds. Oh.
He stopped it.
Bell will save him. It
Good
looked like
work.
that. If that had gone another 20 seconds, that might have been Eldridge's victory. But instead, Fargo lives to see another round, but likely down 2-0 at this point.
Now, to note back to what I was saying earlier, right, about body language.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Watch how this is playing out now, right?
Yep.
In the momentum and how that swung in between rounds. And as we're looking right now, both of these men are tired. They've been busting their butts all fight, and they've exchanged some really good grappling. Nick has been threatening threatening the setup for a rear naked choke. He had both of his hooks in, had a body lock in, completed the back take of Tim, and I was hitting him with some small pop shots to set up that rear naked choke. So I'm curious to see how he's going to apply now. Is he going to be looking for the takedown, knowing that he had success against him there, or is he going to be opening up with his hands?
Now, you might be gassed if you're Nick Eldridge, or at least tired after that last round, but
He looks pretty ready to go.
I was about to
I
say.
feel like Tim Fargo looks a little bit more weathered here going into the third.
my
Nice.
thought process, though, was with around that good, though, they probably gives you some more adrenaline, though.
Yeah,
Even if you
absolutely.
are tired, that you're just like, I really performed that last
Nice
fight.
pass kick there, though.
Confidence from good performances.
on the
Expect it could
hips.
be within a minute, and
Right
that
down
will.
to the mat.
Oh,
Let's see if he can get back to where he was ending in the second round.
is he in full mount?
Probably
Just about.
wrenching on the neck, a guillotine.
Oh,
Looks like from Tim Fargo off his back.
Nick
squeezing for
needs to
that.
get into side control and threaten the Von Flu, man. Get into side control, get out of full mount,
Looks like Tim is squeezing pretty hard with
Yeah.
that choke here.
get out of full mount.
That's the dangerous part of Tim Fargo's game. And you can see it. Look,
Hand fight, the liver's right there. Yes.
problems with that choke, though, he can't in that position off his back, and it easily pops out for Nick Eldridge after a little fight.
Nice. Raining down short elbows from full mount. Like to see Nick get into the S mount now. S mount.
One problem for Eldridge, he's got to be
Raining
very
down
careful about
shots.
hitting in the back of the head. That's why he
Yes.
abandoned the elbows quick.
Once again, Nick Eldridge on the back of Tim here.
Sitting high. Sitting high.
If you're just joining us, 12-6 elbows are allowed now, just not to the back of the head.
There you go, Nick.
So much time left in this round and in this fight. It's been Nick Eldridge, the aggressor and the dominant fighter so far.
Oh, big power hammer fist to the side of the head.
Right there would have been a great position to apply those 12-6 elbows.
Nick Eldridge just beating Tim on the floor.
Nice finish.
We have a new king of the 135-pound ranks. For the first time since New England Fights 14, a champion's crown, and it's the same champion we had in the amateur ranks before he relinquished the belt. Nick Eldridge is a bad man and a tough one to beat at 135.
That is a beautiful fight, man. For how this fight started, getting taken down with authority, controlled with dominance within the first couple of minutes of the very first round. Nick comes out, starts to change the pace of the fight, change the direction of the fight, takes down Tim on a few different occasions, and really makes Tim rethink how he's going to adjust.
Nick Eldridge reminded me of like an apex predator who just played around with his food a little bit. He did everything excellent. And while Fargo, an incredible fighter, was trying to keep him at bay, again, Eldridge just picked him apart piece by piece, death by 1,000 cuts, until he was able to finish him in the third.
Yeah, it doesn't have to always be the big shots, man. It's those small pop shots that will open up great opportunities, man. And that looks to be the case here, what Nick was trying to do, setting up that rear naked choke. Tim did a great job looking for that 2-on-1 baseball grip, trying to defend. But Nick is a tough cat, man. He is tough, and he is determined to get that finish. 3-0, new professional bantamweight champion of New England Fights. Congrats to Devin Powell and everyone over at Nosos, and more importantly, congrats to Nick Eldridge.
Well, with that, we'll send it to our friend, the Dapper, Perino, for the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John English has called a halt to the action at 2 minutes, 3 seconds in the third round. Declare the winner by TKO due to strikes, and is now the New England Fights bantamweight champion, Nick Eldridge.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your new NEF Bantamweight champion, Nick. How's it feel, brother?
Feels great, man.
Talk to us about your camp going into this one. Was there anything that he did that came to a surprise to you?
I mean, honestly, I thought I was going to have the upper hand striking, and he probably landed the better strikes on the feet. I mean, he stunned me with a good 2, so yeah, I would say he caught me where I didn't really expect to be caught, but at the same time, the wrestling came easier to me than I thought it was going to, so.
He took you down early in that first round, and then you overcame the adversity. You learned from that, and you were able to get the takedowns on him and really dominate for the rest of the fight. Talk to us about that.
Well, yeah, in that first round, I just, my corners told me at the beginning, you get taken down, you feel him squeezing, exerting a lot of energy, let him squeeze. Don't give your back while we're dry, and, you know, just don't make any mistakes. So I let him just grind into me, and ended up being able to reverse it at the end of that round. And yeah, I think he was just tired the rest of the fight.
All right, Nick, you go from being the amateur bantamweight champion now to the professional bantamweight champion. What is next for you, man?
We'll see. You know, I kind of leave that up to my coaches, my managers, Devin and Carolyn, so I'll talk with them, and we'll see what's up.
Let's go, man. Congrats. Have a good rest of your fight. Nick Eldridge, ladies and gentlemen.